What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to day. My hair a little bit. To day 5 of the playing a game a day until I reach 25 level. I don't know if I have any disclosure, if I just put it like this. I think this is fine, and yeah, we'll just play a game and see how it goes. Make sure it is showing. How we are now sitting with 1672. We are in a 4. Let's see if we can get another one. Okay, so he goes e4. Let's go for my cute little Carokann. He goes for the advanced, and you might have seen in the classical chess videos that I went for bishop f5. I do not play it anymore. I now usually go for c5. Okay, so he wants to trade off everything. He really will just play it like this, and now maybe still go for c5 because of the isolated queen spawn. I think I am gonna do that. And that looks odd. So yeah, this is looking a very, very odd position. I think we lock in the bishop. I think that we're going to try and just throw it around here. I don't really know how I will want to play this position because now he just has an advanced e-pawn and he has played in a very weird way. Maybe I have missed a chance of doing anything. I really do not think so. Now there are many options. We probably should have went the bishop here first, just so he couldn't castle. Maybe just getting the bishop out now is kind of good. Now there are many options. I really do not know. I think our position is slightly better than his. We do not have an extra pawn, but I believe we're doing actually very fine. Now we're gonna go queen b6. It's not like there is much. Knight here is also an option. We can also put it here, but I don't really think I'm gonna do that because the knight cannot be supported by any pawns. Okay, so he goes knight c3, which is a normal developing move. I think we're gonna keep the tension. Just gonna go here to then castle probably. Just developing. Okay, now it's getting a little bit tricky. Maybe this wasn't the best way for me to play. But I still think we're fine. We're just gonna have to move the queen a little bit. I ignored completely the option of taking the free pawn. Didn't really consider it. I think we're now a pawn down. Still try to play for a win. Yeah, this wasn't a very good game. We're now completely losing. Sometimes it happens. We're not doing well. I'm not gonna lie. No, there isn't much. For us to actually do. Can try rook here. The bishop there, I just don't really see a move. And yeah, I think this is completely over now. The position is now, I think, that lost. I really did not play well this game. A lot of the times I just get thrown off my game, and the opponents just play these weird sidelines. Here threatening mate is an option. But yeah, there are just many things to consider. We're still going to try to play. It is not that lost. already considering the sack, but I don't think it really works. We're gonna have to take this pawn. And I mean, yeah, now I think it's just dead lost. Actually, don't think that now bishop is that even good. I have no idea if we're doing fine or if we're not doing fine. The position is now very complicated. We still have some chances. Yeah, it's not being easy. Okay, work there. Yeah, it really is kind of annoying. But the thing is, look here, queen there, and there's not really an easy way of putting pressure. I mean, yeah, but now the position just gets very, very weird. I think we're still losing. We can take this pawn after rook here. I don't really see a good move. Maybe we just try something like this. I'm gonna go for it, but yeah, now we're just bishop here is a nice defensive resource, I think. And we just try to hold everything together. He also has knight here. Or rook there. But yeah, rook there is it's just trying to take the knight, but we shield like this, and now knight there doesn't work because we can take and there's no pin. I think we are just doing not so bad. Of course, the position is still very messy. Yeah, I didn't really want to get it into a hard game, and okay, now he throws in a check, and I think it's pretty much over. We can still go here, and just I think the only move, and there's still some chances. Maybe not. I mean, there are lots of techniques, and just rook sack doesn't work. Or maybe it does. I mean, I do not really know because okay, but queen there seems like an okay move. Now I want to trade the queens because I'm under a lot of pressure, and there's really no other easy move. So now I just go here and we try to trade the queens, because if we can't trade the queens, then I think the endgame is not so bad for us. I mean, the game has been pretty messy, but I don't really know what's going on. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, most of this game, this is just being very, very complicated. I think this is like the first game. I mean, we were pretty bad from the opening. It's clear, and I'm going to see what really happened there. But yeah, we did not give up. I mean, we cannot give up, and we're still holding on. We have a lot of weaknesses, but I mean, okay, so he doesn't want to trade the queens, but I think that loses a rook. I think that's just a bad move that just loses on the spot. I do not see anything because the squares are mostly covered. I mean, to go here is kind of interesting, but then after this, there's just nothing. No, there is, because of check, and we probably lose the game. But the thing is, the knight is defended. I think everything is actually defended in this position. So I think my opponent made a huge mistake. And yeah, now he trades the queens, but I'm just a piece up. Okay, and now it will probably work up, and it will probably just an easy game to convert. Okay, so he throws in a check. I mean, we keep ourselves in the light squares. Nothing bad about that. And yeah, this is very weird because my opponent was actually making a very, very good game, but just don't really know what happened. That pawn is protected, so 94 starts asking questions, but okay, so we want to trade a pair of rooks. Not really sure how we should continue. I like here, but we should attack the bishop. I don't really know. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Because the truth is, yeah, the position is looking real menacing. We are a rook up, we just have to be a little bit careful. Okay, so he now goes there, targeting that pawn. Everything is still protected. Now we can wear out this rook here. I believe that is a fine choice. I just dislike a lot this move. I just do not like it. But okay, we're doing fine. I mean, we have a rook up. I mean, props to my opponent. He was playing a good game, but just not trading the queen, just moving the queen like that was just a mistake. Okay, and he resigns. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It's still not a clear win. I mean, 94. It was scaring me a little bit. I mean, of course, he has to play against this pawn, and with a rook down, it's not easy to play. It was a good game. We're gonna be reviewing it. Let me just add another number to my win score. We're now 5-0. To be honest, I did not really enjoy my play. I think there were some fouls. To be honest, we'll see. The game accuracy is probably also not the best. Let's see. Oh wait, let me put in so you guys can actually see it. I don't really know if my opponent. I mean, he was playing a good game, but I don't know. I mean, sometimes these things happen. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I think this is enough. You saw your chance for the win with a nice tactic and found it. I mean, but yeah, we didn't have particularly a high score. Let's see. Okay. So the opening up until here is fine. Okay, blocking with the bishop is the correct response to this. That is good to keep in mind. It actually makes sense because we want to trade off the light square bishop in Carokann. So let's just do it like this. Okay. Makes sense. I normally go for knight c6, but I mean, we'll just have to keep in mind that we will have to go for bishop d7. Then, okay, but yeah, taking here. I mean, okay, taking is good, and yeah, here. Okay, of course, bishop here. It's just a move to just stop the castling of the king. c5 is not that great. But yeah, this position is very weird, and it wanted me to develop the knight. Yeah, here you had to take because knight c3. It's just a very good move. There's probably some trap regarding the take this pawn. I don't know what it is. We can see probably just queen c3 or knight here. Oh, there's just a fork. Yeah, now we have to go here and pretty much play the position that there was. Yeah, this play the position that we got into the game, which is exactly what happened. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. And yeah, here it's just a very bad position. We're 2 pawns down and we're not looking good. But yeah, here I try to pose some threats, pose a mating threat. Here isn't an accuracy. I mean, yeah, okay, we could have went there. I'm not gonna lie, trading the queen trade in this position is kind of stupid. I'm not gonna lie, because we're just down too much. Of course, now he keeps adding pressure. Here's an inaccuracy. I mean, if I don't take the free pawns, I mean, I'm not really gonna be back in the game. Now here, yeah, I missed that he could take the pawn, but it's true because when I spin, he doesn't go for that. He goes for rook there. We just play that, and he plays actually the best move, which is queen a4, king d8. And here he has a very good move. Yeah, sack the rook. I saw this in the game, that if you sack the rook, we can't take back because he's threatening mate. But I didn't really thought it worked because we have the back rank problem. And you just block and with the knight, and there's really nothing. But keep in mind that sacking the rook back doesn't work because there's just mate here, and even if he took, the king just runs away. But he goes queen e5, which is this is the only move. I mean, there's really no other way of continuing. I mean, we have to stop the discovery, and I mean, this is just a fine move for us to play. And here, of course, queen c3 is a blunder. Had he played queen takes, I mean, the engine prefers white's position. I'm not gonna lie, white's pawn structure is way better than mine. I mean, we just have too many weaknesses. We have this pawn is very weak. This pawn is also it's in the center. It's a pass, and there's nothing in front of it. But I mean, it's all alone. It's isolated. I mean, pretty much all my pawns are weak because they are all isolated. While he has a good tree and an outside one. I mean, if he can just block this pawn, it's just gonna be way better shape than mine. Of course he blunders, which I mean, and of course, it's just a free rook. And here taking the queens is obviously wrong. I mean, you lost the rook, but I mean, you can't just trade the queens because then you're gonna be trading to an endgame where I'm up a rook, and that's just gonna be not that hard converting. Here, the engine wants me to sack the exchange just because knight, bishop, and rook are still better than bishop and rook, and against the pawns. Go for it. I mean, we tried to do it. I mean, he resigns. I mean, he shouldn't resign. I mean, there's still a lot to play for. I mean, the pawns are all still weak, and I mean, not gonna lie, this was not a good Carokann. I really had to watch out these things because they sometimes happen, and we're just do not play well. Technically, I didn't make a blunder. It was a mistake. I mean, the mistake cost me the game. The opening was not good. His is good. I mean, the middle game was just pretty bad. It's a win is a win. There's really nothing to be said about it. We do win the game, and I was not expecting when we were 2 points down to actually win that game. Because, it was just not looking good for us. But I think there's really nothing else to be said about the game. I mean, we didn't make a good game. We just lost all the pawns here, and things to learn. I think the main thing that we can learn is that in this weird Carokann where they immediately go with the check, we just block with the bishop, because after takes, I mean, the position is just looking good for us. Even here, I mean, they can sack a pawn, their position a little bit weird, but it's still looking good. Because the idea of the knight going to d7 is also very interesting. I mean, in a lot of advanced variations, it happens, and then it's the other knight, the king's knight, that goes to c6. Really, it's just it was not a good game. It wasn't good. I mean, we were losing. My opponent blundered the rook. But I mean, he was playing a very good game. I think it was just that because even after the queen trade, the endgame wouldn't be easy for me to defend because I just had too many weaknesses, and we would probably maybe draw. We shouldn't be playing for the win. But that's all we have time for, and see you tomorrow.